All right, that's enough of that. It's copyrighted music, that is. You want to get us sued? Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to Redemption Ranch. I'm the owner of this establishment since the late 1900s. My name is Finkel J. Wabasha. Oh, and this here is my granddaughter, Suzanne Wabasha. She works here with me.
Hi.
And oh yes, I almost forgot. This is our newest worker on the ranch, Barney?
Well, it's Billy, sir. Billy Richmond.
Oh yes, like the goat.
Well, maybe?
Fine. Well, I'm sorry, Barney, but we don't have goats on the Redemption Ranch.
Billy.
No, I'm Finkel.
I'm Suzanne.
I'm confused. Well, there's no need to be. It's pretty easy work. You got your chores to do in the morning, and then there are chores to do in the afternoon, and then, in the evening...
Oh, arcade? Bowling? Miniature golf?
What? No, more chores. There's no bowling. What do you think this is, Six Flags over Wabasha? Now look here, I gotta go out into town and buy some very important things for the ranch.
Didn't I hear you say you were going to buy the new college football game for Xbox?
Hey, mind your own business, Suzanne. Point is, I've got to leave, so I'm leaving you with some chores to do. Starting with that big bag of seed over there behind you. Do you see it?
Sure, I see it.
All right, good. Now all you got to do is plant it on the soil out back. You think you can handle that?
Oh, sure, no problem. I don't know if you know this, but I grew up on a farm.
All right, that's fine. I don't need your whole life story. You just go plant the seed, and I'll come inspect your work when I get back from from the hardware store.
Hey, don't worry about Grandpa Finkel. He's a bit rough around the edges, but he was born in, the 70s, so he's really old. He means well, though.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I see the seed over here, and I see the soil back there, so, well...
What's the problem?
Well, it's just, I think some of that soil has rocks in it, and I see some thorns over there. I don't know if I want to risk planting the seed here. It might not grow.
So, what's your plan?
Well, I was thinking I would just keep it in the bag, all safe and sound, and then when Finkel gets back, I can show him that I didn't waste his seed on all that bad soil.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a really terrible idea. I'm going to go over here and plant my half of the seed, but good luck with your idea.
Oh, thanks. La-di-da. Well, this ranch work really isn't so bad, Just gotta pick your battles, know when to work and when not to. It's easy.
2 hours later.
And I'm back. Suzanne? Barnaby?
Here.
Billy is here.
All right, well, let's see how you both did. Suzanne?
Oh, I planted my half all along this half of the soil. Do you see it?
Oh, yes, it's very nice. Very good, Suzanne. What a good worker you were. Looks like some of it's going to struggle. I see some rocky soil over in that corner. But that's all right. We'll take what we can get, won't we?
Sure will.
All right, now let's see. Booger, how did you do?
Well, so about that.
Hey, now wait a second. I don't see any seed planted on your half at all. What's the matter? Could you not figure out how to open the bag?
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just...
You gotta rip the little flappy part sticking out of the top. I thought you said you grew up on a farm. Now come on, Bluey, you're killing me here.
Oh, no. I know how to open the bag. It's just... I didn't scatter any seed at all.
You what?
Well, I noticed a lot of the thorns over there, And, there's rocks over there, and some of that soil looks awfully shallow, so I didn't want to waste it.
Waste it?
Sure, but look, the whole bag is right where you left it. It's all right there, safe and sound.
So it is. Boggart, you disobeyed me. I gave you very explicit instructions, and you did none of them. I'm afraid you leave me no choice.
Oh, you're not about to fire me.
Oh, no. I'm about to teach you the Bible.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
All right, gather around. You too, Suzanne. So here's what happened today. I went away expecting you to make something of the work I left behind for you. Suzanne planted her seed, and come harvest time, I expect it'll sprout very nicely. Well, maybe not all of it, but some of it. Now, Booty, you were worried too much about what might go wrong, so you didn't do anything. You handed me a big bag of seed, but that's exactly what I left you to do something with. And that reminds me of the parable of the talents. Do you know it?
Not really.
Well, it's a story that Jesus tells about a man who has to go away for a while, but he leaves his 3 workers with some money to invest. And one of them was given $5 and manages to make double what he started with. Another was given $2, and while he doesn't make as much as the other guy, he manages to double what he was given. The 3rd worker was given the least amount of money, just $1, but he doesn't do anything with it except bury it in the ground. And when the man comes back, the 1st worker shows him the $5 he was given and how he turned it into $10. The 2nd worker shows him the $2 he was given and how he turned it into $4. But the 3rd worker just went and dug up the dollar he had been given, and that's all he had to show the man, just one dirty old dollar that he was too afraid to invest. The man was angry that his dollar had been wasted, so he condemned that lazy worker.
Oh, but wait, the money wasn't wasted. It was brought back just as it was.
Yes, but he was told to invest it, and he didn't. He wasted its purpose, you see. The point is, when you're given something, whether it be money or a gift or even the gospel, you can't just sit on it. You need to put it to good use and trust that God will do with it as he pleases. Now that reminds me of another parable. Do you know the one about the soil?
No.
Well, there once was a farmer who went out to scatter some seed on some soil. And some of the seed fell on shallow ground, and some of it on rocky ground, and some of it on thorny ground. The seed on the shallow ground was eaten by birds. It never had a chance to sprout. The seed on the rocky ground sprouted for a little while, but because there was no moisture, it died. And the seed on the thorny ground sprouted too, but it was soon choked to death by the thorns around it.
Right. That's why I didn't scatter the seed you left me. I mean, why scatter it at all if it's just going to be ruined?
Because there's a 4th kind of seed. Some of the seed landed on good soil, and that seed sprouted and flourished. The point is, you don't know what's going to happen. It's not your job to worry about the soil. Your job is to sow the seed. Now, what is the seed?
Well, it's like these tiny little things that come in a bag. And
No. In the story, what is the seed?
The seed is the word of God.
Precisely. Luke 8:11, the seed is the word of God. You take the message of the gospel and you preach it to everyone you can. Don't worry what they look like. Don't worry what their home life is like. Don't worry about what they wear or how they talk. You never know what kind of person will hear the word of God and be moved by it. Sometimes they'll hear the gospel and they'll reject it as soon as they hear it. Sometimes they'll hear it and then just let it die. Sometimes they might hear it and then let the troubles of the world distract them from it. And sometimes they'll hear it and it'll take root and a faithful child of God will sprout. You never know. You just need to scatter the seed. Understand?
Yeah, I think I do.
Well, if you don't worry. You got a few more days of work on the farm, and there's plenty of Bible stories to learn while you're here.
Oh, well, that's great. Thanks, Mr. Finkel.
Oh, you're welcome, Bungie. Now, if you kids will excuse me, I've got some work to do at the house. I'm about to lead Wyoming to the national championship on my Xbox.
What about Arkansas?
I can't work miracles, Suzanne. It's not that kind of VBS. So long!
See you tomorrow.